Of course, it has been 1 year since that deadly attack on the Capitol. Madeline Rivera reports on how the president is marking that moment.
This isn't about being bogged down in the past. It's about making sure the past isn't buried.
From inside Statuary Hall, President Biden marked 1 year since the deadly attack on the U.S. Capitol, reflecting on the destruction.
A mob breaking windows, kicking in doors, breaching the Capitol,
as well as the heroism.
Our democracy held. We, the people, endured.
The president also took aim at his predecessor, former President Trump.
For the first time in our history, a president had not just lost an election, he tried to prevent the peaceful transfer of power. He's done so because he values power over principle and because his bruised ego matters more to him than our democracy or our Constitution.
But the president urged the nation to focus on the future.
The lies that drove the anger and madness we saw in this place, they have not abated. So we have to be firm, resolute, and unyielding in our defense of the right to vote and to have that vote counted.
In a statement, former President Trump remarked on today's speech, saying that President Biden used his name to, quote, try and further divide America. South Carolina U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham just released a statement on the Capitol riot anniversary, saying in part, quote, we owe a great debt of gratitude and appreciation to the Capitol police officers who bravely risked their lives to protect the Capitol. They were placed in a terrible position without adequate reinforcements, but did their best to protect an overwhelmed Capitol, end quote. If you'd like to, you can read that full statement on our website, fox46.com. In the weeks following the riots, the U.S. Department of Justice arrested more than 700 people, 150 of which have pleaded guilty. 17 were from North Carolina. At least one of those charged is scheduled to be sentenced tomorrow. Jenny Spencer of Pilot Mountain is being accused of being involved in the riots with her husband, Christopher, and their 14-year-old. Court documents reveal that she went inside House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office. Her husband goes to trial at the end of the month. A year later, the biggest challenge facing Capitol Police is keeping up with the number of threats against lawmakers. 9,600 in the past year alone. They report that that is the highest number ever in that period of time. Congressional investigations continue into the root cause of the insurrection. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer feels what happened that day has wider implications.
January 6th was a symptom of a much broader illness that has now infected the modern Republican Party. An effort to delegitimize our elections rooted in Donald Trump's big lie.
The country's top law enforcement officer calls the year-long Justice Department investigation one of the most complex in its history.